Ben Mitchell's life is about to crumble in EastEnders next week, when the truth about his husband, Callum Highway's secret fling, finally comes to light. While Ben has been locked up in an American jail for fraud over the past 18 months, Callum has been growing increasingly close to his former mate Johnny Carter. What began as casual encounters has since turned into a serious affair following the sudden death of Callum's homophobic father, Jonno, from a heart attack, with Johnny's comfort and support making Callum realise he truly wanted to be with him. But when Jonno's funeral day arrives, Callum is left reeling as Ben unexpectedly shows up, triggering major tension as their relationship begins to fall apart. The chaos starts on Monday when Ben's mum, Beale, catches Callum locking lips with Johnny, despite Callum having warned Johnny to skip the funeral to avoid raising eyebrows. With one more Mitchell now aware of his betrayal, things quickly spiral out of control. Kathy wastes no time gathering the rest of the Mitchell clan to address Callum's lies, and when they confront him, he fires back with some harsh truths about their own behaviour. The showdown with the Mitchells forces Callum to see who's actually stood by him through all of this, says Tony Clay, who portrays Callum. Everyone instantly sides with Ben when they discover Callum's been cheating, yet he's been left to look after Lexi and manage everything alone ever since Ben landed himself behind bars. During all that, Johnny's been there for him, checking in and offering support, which makes Callum start to believe that's what a relationship should feel like, not the chaos that comes with being married to Ben. After rethinking things, Callum decides he wants Johnny to attend the funeral after all. The Mitchells, however, agree to hide the affair from Ben on the condition that Callum confesses the truth once his father's been laid to rest. But Callum's plans are thrown into turmoil when Ben suddenly appears at the service, having been moved to a UK prison after snitching on his cellmate and granted temporary day release. Callum is completely flawed. He's stunned, Tony reveals. He'd made up his mind about his future and his relationship with Johnny, and then suddenly Ben shows up, blowing everything apart. His entire plan collapses in an instant. As Johnny and Callum's brother Stuart Highway, Ricky Champ, scramble to keep the secret buried, Callum eventually realises he can't keep lying. He has to tell Ben the truth. It's been amazing to dive into such a dramatic, emotional storyline and explore where their relationship really stands, Tony teases. Ben and Callum have such a loyal fan base who have supported them through every twist and turn. There have been countless highs and lows for them as a couple, so the next chapter will definitely be fascinating to watch unfold. All I'll say is that Ben's sudden return completely messes with Callum's mind, and, in true Walford style, nothing ever goes smoothly. Ben's comeback marks actor Max Bowden's return to the role for a short stint, though rumours hint that a permanent return could follow later. And knowing Ben's taste for payback and his fiercely protective streak, we can only imagine the chaos that might unfold once he's back on the square for good. Joel and Tommy spark a shocking incident. Tensions erupt when Joel returns home, and it quickly becomes clear that his time away has done little to calm his temper. At school, a confrontation between Joel and Tommy escalates far beyond a simple argument. What starts as a heated exchange in the corridor spirals into a serious incident that leaves teachers and parents deeply concerned. Word spreads fast through Walford, and soon the community is divided, with residents passionately debating who's to blame and what the consequences should be. Conversations across the square turn to the growing dangers of offensive material shared online. While some argue that social media platforms have made harmful views more accessible than ever, others suggest that the problem runs deeper, with generational and gender differences shaping how people see the world. The incident forces everyone to confront uncomfortable truths about modern influences, peer pressure, and the way attitudes can quickly spiral out of control. Kat, Alfie, Ross, and Vicky step in, determined to reach Joel and Tommy before things get any worse. They sit the boys down, trying to open their eyes to the pain and damage caused by their sexist beliefs. But despite their heartfelt pleas, Joel remains defensive and dismissive, convinced that everyone is overreacting. Tommy, torn between loyalty and guilt, begins to question whether Joel's influence has gone too far. As night falls at number 43, the tension boils over once more. Vicky tries one last time to talk sense into Joel, urging him to take responsibility for his actions and reflect on the harm he's caused. But her words only fuel his anger. In a moment of uncontrollable rage, Joel snaps, turning violent and striking Vicky. The shocking act leaves her shaken and terrified, marking a chilling turning point for the family as the full extent of Joel's aggression finally comes to light. Death in Paradise star lands new role in the Marlowe Murder Club alongside EastEnders actor. The Marlowe Murder Club is officially making its comeback for a thrilling third series next year, and viewers can look forward to an array of new guest stars joining the beloved cast. The hit crime drama is gearing up for another gripping season, with filming now wrapped and anticipation building for its 2026 premiere. Fans can expect 3 captivating murder mysteries told across 6 suspense-filled episodes, each packed with twists, humour, and the show's signature charm. Among the new faces set to appear is Doctor Who legend Peter Davison, best known for his role as Arnold Finch in Death in Paradise. He will step into the role of Geoffrey in the opening 2 episodes. Joining him are Nigel Harman as Marcus, Jacqueline Boatswain as Debbie, Sarah Alexander as Sophia, Tony Gardner as Terence, and Jason Merrills as Paul. These stars will join the returning core cast: Samantha Bond as retired archaeologist and puzzle solver Judith Potts, Joe Martin as no-nonsense dog walker Susie Harris, Cara Horgan as Beck Starling, and Natalie Dew as the ever-patient D.I. Tanika Malik, according to The Express. Comedy icon Harry Enfield, known for Miss Marple, The Moving Finger, will also guest star as Hector in episodes 3 and 4. The final pair of installments promise even more star power, with Sherry Lungi, Adrian Lucas, and Alistair Mackenzie appearing as Marion, Matthew, and Ferdy respectively. Fan favourites will also make their return. Hugh Quashie reprises his role as Professor Darius Gifford, Phil Langhorne returns as DC Brendan Perry, Holly Dempsey steps back in as DC Alice Hackett, and Tijan Sarr continues as DC Jason Kennedy. The official synopsis for the Marlowe Murder Club Season 3 teases. Now fully established as part of newly promoted D.I. Tanika Malik's crime-solving team, retired archaeologist Judith Potts, dog walker Susie Harris, and Vicar's wife Bex Starling are back, bringing their unconventional methods to a string of high-profile murders. From the sudden death of Marlowe's much-loved mayor to a celebrity chef found dead at his own cookbook launch, the trio will find themselves once again under the watchful gaze of the local community. Their latest challenge takes them to a chilling university reunion at an isolated manor house, where Bex unexpectedly becomes one of the suspects. Could this investigation threaten the trio's standing as civilian detectives? Episodes 1 and 2 have been co-written by Daniel Rusto and Robert Thorogood, while Amy Reith takes over for episodes 3 and 4, and Julia Gilbert pens the final 2 installments. The series adapts Queen of Poisons, the 3rd novel in Thorogood's Marlowe Murder Club series. Produced by Monumental Television in association with ITV Studios, and co-produced by Masterpiece in the US, the upcoming 6 one-hour episodes promise another delightful blend of mystery, mischief, and quintessentially British charm.